One of the core priorities our board has is that we honor the diversity of our learners. We have approximately 39,000 children and about 7,000 adult learners in our school system. And we can't think of a more valuable and important way to honor the diversity of our learners than to represent that diversity at the front of the classroom and in positions of leadership. So that's why our hiring practices are so important to us when it comes to newcomers. It really begins in the continuing and community education department. What we try to do is employ our English as a second language instructors from the cultural groups that we represent. And so, as was mentioned earlier, approximately 50% or more of our instructors are newcomers. And that's very important to us because we want the adult learners, non-credit ESL learners in our classrooms to see the potential at the front of the classroom when they come in every day.
I think in addition to that, part of what people who participate in our classes, and we offer a range from not just elementary, secondary, but in continuing education we have children's programming, we also have adult programming, is that people benefit in many ways because they see examples of what they could become. They sometimes, by being an employee at the board in either the ESL program or the international language program, for some people it's a first job in Canada. And so it may be a stepping stone, it may continue to be, for some, if it's a part-time job, they may continue even after they find full-time employment. But it has a benefit that way in terms of helping them realize that what they're doing is valid and they do have good skills that are relevant and are really, really helpful to others in the community. We have a lot of community-based programming so that we have one site in particular where we offer language programs on Saturday to children. We have the parents participating and the grandparents in adult ESL classes at the same time. You know, and those who don't want to do language training are doing Tai Chi and women's dancing in the dance class. So, you know, there's different things happening where people can benefit and communicate and participate in a community within a school as well as being part of the larger community.
Part of what we do is we reach from within. We have, as I mentioned, 7,000 or so adult ESL learners every year, and one of the things we do is to aggressively pursue our own learners and tap many of them on the shoulder in terms of becoming our instructors of the future. We have many fine examples of that, and that's one of the protocols that we really follow to try to recruit people. I want to say a word too about it's not just about recruiting, it's also about retaining and giving newcomers, once they've been employed, the opportunity to advance in the organization. And I think one of the things that sets Ottawa Catholic School Board apart is, again, one of its core priorities, which is success for staff along with success for students. And how we do that is through a very, very well-developed leadership journey program. We have all sorts of programs for anyone who's employed at the board, and it doesn't matter whether you're a principal or a teacher, an ESL instructor, a custodian. They're available to anyone so that individuals, when they get into a position with the board, can see the potential for leadership in the board.
So this award means a lot for my own life because it is the Catholic School Board offered me the first professional job in Canada, and I was an immigrant, and so I can use my experience and then my education and knowledge to serve more immigrants, and then I'm a role model for my students. My present will be their future.